Hello friends! There are all kinds of useful tools, axes, saws, all kinds of machetes and so on. All these are good, but today we're not going to be speaking about them. We'll be speaking about shovels. Not the shovels we use for the gardens, but the shovels the infantry use. The Americans are calling it the Russian Spetsnaz shovel. We're calling it Sapper shovel, but the right name is SIS-50, small infantry shovel 50 centimeters long. By the way, the length of this shovel, which is exactly 50 centimeters, was very convenient to use it as a measuring device. But let's start from the history of this greatest invention of mankind, on par of our Skolkovo, that's the Russian Silicon Valley. The small infantry shovel was invented and patented in 1869 by a Danish infantry captain Linnemann. But Denmark wasn't really impressed with his invention. They ordered only 250 pieces for a whole infantry battalion. Naturally, such small orders didn't give him any profit, so starting 1871 he started making these in Austria, and the first order went to the Russian army, and it was 60,000 pieces, and he got a haul of 30,000 rubles for it. It used to be quite a lot of money. By the way, later on, the Russian Empire was the only country who paid Linnemann for using his patent. The soldiers in the field have long been waiting such a simple tool. That's why Linnemann's shovel got adopted by all the European armies, and later on by practically all the armies of the world. Naturally, everywhere it got tested comparing with the full-size Sapper shovel, and it turned out that this small tool works almost on par with the big shovel, but it's much more compact and universal in its use. It became better, the materials changed, the size, the shape a little bit, but the principle remained. It's a wearing, engineering equipment of a soldier. By the way, it's not the sappers who are mostly using it, although it's called a sapper's shovel. All the soldiers fighting on land use it, starting from the simplest infantry to the coolest Spetsnaz. The main aim of SIS-50 is self-entrenchment, which means making a trench for shooting when you're lying down. With all its simplicity, there are small life hacks that make it much more efficient. The small infantry shovel is usually used lying down or sitting on your knees. You should start working at a sharp angle, cutting down the roots of the grass. You should use it for 10 to 15 minutes non-stop, then take a 5 to 10 minutes break. This way you can do much more work and get much less tired than your comrades who would be working for 45 to 50 minutes. The soldiers who know how to use SIS-50 can entrench themselves in 8 to 12 minutes. Those who can't use it right spend 20 to 30 minutes. And this huge difference in combat condition can cost you your life. Nowadays, such shovels are used in practically all of the armies of the world. Some people are trying to change and perfect its constructions. Others are leaving it as it is. The cardinal change was made in the NATO. They decided to make it foldable. Usually they ditch wood in this case and use either just steel or light alloys of high-quality plastic, or they combine both together. The only plus of this shovel is how compact it is. Otherwise, the construction of the shovel gets too many weak points. All this makes the shovel less robust and reliable. Work overload, lack of maintenance, frozen, stony soils, dirt, sand, make all these nuts and bolts fail. To make them more reliable, they make them massive and heavy. Besides, all the moving parts and various materials work differently in different weather. For example, if it's -40 outside and your wonderful folding shovel wouldn't open, you're probably not gonna like it. Life and death situations put everything in place, and the soldiers who survive prefer to use simple and reliable tools. SIS-50 is not just a nice digging tool, but also a wonderful weapon for close quarters combat. It can be used for chopping, stabbing and throwing strikes. It's been weaponized ever since the First World War, when the soldiers for the first time faced the need for a melee weapon in the cramped environment of trenches. And this weapon was the best. The fighters who were facing Russians with SIS-50s called this one the Russian Shuriken. This shovel has perfect balance. It flies not worse than our fighter jets. And even if it's not sharpened all around, it sticks so well that it takes a lot of effort to take it out. Veterans say that they prefer this shovel to other melee weapons. Using it is as natural as for our ancestors to use fighting axes. Its size and weight are perfect for a human body. You can use it effectively even without any preparation. That's why even an inexperienced fencer if he is fast and well coordinated, can keep at bay 2 to 3 guys with knives. But if your opponent knows how to use this shovel and is skillful, you better run away from melee combat with him. He will strike fast, strong, and without any swing. It will be very hard to counteract it, maybe even impossible. The aim of the strike is the whole body, because human body is very vulnerable. Head, neck, limbs. Using it with 2 hands, it opens so many new possibilities for a fight. But let's come back to our day-to-day life and forget about its military use. This shovel can replace an axe, a machete, a knife even, or a frying pan. You can cook on the fire with it. Besides, this thing is just irreplaceable in the trunk of every car. You'll definitely use it when you go camping. And the most important thing is that this device will cost you around $5 in any army surplus store. So it is just the perfect tool for the money. He's so lame advertising army surplus stores. And I've been using the shovel made at the design of our SIS-50 by the famous cold steel guys. It's very reliable and very well made. It's been my savior in a lot of troubles. So if you have the opportunity to find and buy this one from Cold Steel, I really recommend it. It's been a story of such a simple, unassuming Sapper shovel. No matter how simple it is, in its 140 years of history, it saved hundreds of lives of soldiers. It's the legend that deserves a place in our knife story. And we deserve you to subscribe to our channel. Push here and see you online.